there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today, and yeah, by another I mean number 100. Today is my 100th Legends of Runeterra video ever since the open beta release, and I don't know if it means anything to you, but it does mean something to me. You know, I've been, this has been quite the lifestyle change for me. I've been covering Magic the Gathering ever since I transitioned over to Legends of Runeterra, and while I do love Magic, I never really felt as passionate about both content creation and streaming around any card game as I have towards this. Legends of Runeterra has really captured my heart, and I just have been feeling so grateful every single day that I'm able to do what I do. And I just wanted to, I guess, start off the video with a bit of a sappy sort of intro and just really thank you guys for the support on the channel. Ever since the actual official game release, we've been spiking up quite a bit in views and subscribers and everything, and it's really humbling and sometimes overwhelming, and I just really appreciate it. I don't take anything for granted. I know how YouTube is. You know, you have your ups and you have your downs, and that's the entire ride. And you can never take things. You know, you gotta have your feet on the ground constantly, right? But it's just very heartwarming for me. I put a lot of work into my videos. I put a lot of work into my deck building, and yeah, I feel in a great spot right now. I feel very motivated, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content. And here's to 200, 300, 400, and 1,000 as we are going to keep going, and I ain't slowing down. Today, I have a deck that I know a lot of you are going to like, and it is an idea that was given to me by somebody on my stream. They mentioned, this is actually like, I saw this comment like multiple times, right? This guy was pestering me with this concept that he wanted me to dive into, and yesterday, since I wasn't streaming, I took some time off and just like chilled and, you know, played more Runeterra, because that's what I do, right? When I'm not streaming, I'm just playing it anyways. By the way, sorry for the lack of stream today. I do announce, you know, when I cancel a stream on my Twitter, and the reason why I didn't stream today is because I had some things to do regarding YouTube and Twitch. Progress Day came out today. The podcast that I've been doing with Impetuous Panda, and now SwimStream has been added to the roster. So if you guys want to hear some dudes just talk about Legends of Runeterra for over an hour, then that may be the type of content for you. So check it out. I'm also working on rebranding a shitload of emotes for Twitch. And I'm actually working on the ideas and the concept to send to the artist. And on top of that, I'm spending a good portion of today just preparing for the Twitch Rivals Legends of Runeterra tournament that will be happening on May 14th. I believe it starts around 6 to 7 p.m. CEST, and I will be competing in it alongside other 15 competitors. I believe Swim is in the tournament, for sure. He's in the tournament there, and I'll be facing against the likes of Brian Kibler, Dog, Kriparian, etc. And I am putting a lot of work into my lineup. I'm doing a lot of prep, so I took today off from streaming to focus on that. So just to give you guys an explanation, right? Regardless, today we are going to feature Lee Sin with Might. This is the concept that this guy was, I don't want to say pestering, you know, like I love, you know, when you guys reach out to me and try to get me to build the deck around a certain concept, right? And I'm really happy I tackled this one, because Lee Sin with Overwhelm is absolutely ridiculous. So I designed a deck to, you know, capitalize on it, and honestly, it's been doing really good. So the idea is we're combining both Ionia and Noxus in a relatively aggressive deck that aims to win the game with leveled up Lee Sin going for the Dragon's Rage, and us giving him Overwhelm through the likes of Might or Kato the Arm, so that when we go for the Dragon's Rage hit, when we challenge a unit, we Dragon's Rage it, right? So if we give it Might, for example, or Kato the Arm, it's the same effect, right? +3 attack and Overwhelm. We will be hitting, we'll be striking the opposing unit that we're challenging for 7 damage. If it survives, we'll be recalling it, and we'll be dealing 7 damage to the Nexus. And then after that, because we have Overwhelm, we are going to connect onto the Nexus on top of all that. So we're looking at a 14 damage hit direct onto the opponent's life points, and it is just crazy, man. It finishes games, and because we are playing Ionia, we get to run Deny and Will of Ionia amongst other tools to not only enable us to not run out of gas through the likes of Deep Meditation, but also to have disruption for the opponent's disruption for our late game finish. The rest of the deck is meant to, or designed to, help this late game come to fruition. How do we do that? Well, we have an early game comprised of some really good tempo and blockers in general. We have House Spider as a full set alongside Eye of the Dragon and Claws of the Dragon. These two drops allow us to have a really solid early game board presence to survive against more aggressive decks as we start applying a little bit of aggression ourselves. We're running a couple of Draven's biggest fan in this deck, as you can see, and that is because Draven is incredibly important in this deck, because Draven generating spinning axes upon entry and every time he strikes is super useful for what we're doing here, because that is a great way for us to work to level up Lee Sin. Axes are going to be our way to not only enable Eye of the Dragon and Claws of the Dragon easier, but also to get spells changed so that we can actually level up Lee Sin at that point, and even potentially empower Lee Sin as well with an attack boost for 0 mana as well. We're going to, Draven is super important for this deck, which is why Draven's biggest fan is our 1-drop of choice here. And then when it comes to spells in the early game, we have Key Guardian and Retreat as a full set each. Retreat is fantastic in this deck. We can use it alongside Shadow Assassin, and in general we get a couple of spells triggered off of it, which is great for Lee Sin's level up progression, but also is really good with stuff like House Spider, and is a great way for us to protect one of our units from removal and bring it back. It's also pretty damn good with Draven as well, because Draven is a very high value 3-drop, and being able to respond to a removal for just 2 mana and then bring him back with return is super, super neat. Then we have Deep Meditation, because we're playing Ionia with a bunch of spells. We play Deep Meditation, as simple as that. Will of Ionia, one of the best cards in the game. We're playing Ionia, so we play a full set of it. 2 denies, 2 concussive palms for a little bit of defense, and like I mentioned earlier, Kato the Arm as our second source alongside Might to overwhelm onto Lee Sin. And man, this deck is just really, really effective. It is, maybe on paper it doesn't look like much, but god damn, that late game overwhelm Lee Sin combo is just off the charts. And today's gameplay is gonna showcase just that, as I recorded a live session with this deck in which I can go through my thought process better and all that stuff in High Masters top 100 rank. And I faced some very interesting decks on top of that, so I think you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay today. Hopefully you do. Leave a like for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I do post a video with a brand new deck every single day. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for, joining me on this journey of 100 Legends of Runeterra uploads. And let's just go onwards, man. Love ya. Have a solid day. Enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Let's get mightily going in there as we're facing a Bilgewater Ionia with Lee Sin. So a spell combo deck with Fizz in the mix as well. I like seeing Draven's biggest fan, because I am a big fan of Draven as well, and I want to draw him in this deck. I'm going to drop Deep Meditation. I think I could drop Concussive Palm as well. Retreat is interesting. I'm going to keep 1 Retreat. I like it early on in the game. It's a great way to enable Claws of the Dragon, amongst other things.
It's Draven time.
I really, really,
This is awesome.
I like this guy in this deck a lot, because Draven is very important to be developed by us on turn 3, and establishing a little bit more consistency to make that happen is really nice.
We each hold a world within.
Cool story, girl. We're gonna play the Eye of the Dragon. Our opponent's not really doing anything, but we definitely can expect a play here. Regardless, I do want to play Draven on curve.
Draven, I love you.
Me too, kiddo.
Me too, kiddo.
Me too. Because Draven, upon entry, generates as an axe, and then when he attacks or when he strikes, he creates another axe, right? And we want to start piling up these axes. So we're gonna attack with you and you.
Coming right up.
But initially, we don't really want to give Draven axes, right? We want to pile these up so we can combine them to, enable the Eye of the Dragon, get Claws of the Dragon in there, and obviously we want to be playing them to level up Lee Sin as well, right?
I'm always up for a round or two.
Okay. So we could definitely take the hit here. We can take the hit initially. Though I think I could just let the Draven's biggest fan drop here as well. I think I like that.
Raven out.
It's Draven time.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
Because if I waited for the hit, yeah, he's attacking, which means he must have like some sort of like make it rain or something. So I'm not going to. I'm not gonna fall for that.
Breathe out.
He could also be. He could very easily be. Like, there's no downside to playing Kato, right? You could just Will of Ionia it, amongst other things, but.
Who gets tossed?
Kato's pretty legit here. Like I said, he could like if he damages Draven with the gold card, and then I go for the retreat. Yeah, that's fine.
Watch and learn.
Grasping claws.
You cannot escape.
I think this is fine. I don't want to rush my axes just yet, even though it'd be nice to play them. I think it's better to guarantee that I'm creating more.
Keep up, keep up.
My selection speaks for itself.
It is me!
I'm gonna play Kato. I don't think there's many spells right now that I'm worried about at 4 mana. Like Will of Ionia is the only thing, and I wanna go for the kill here. Next turn, I'm gonna have a total of 8 mana for double deny, which I value a lot. As we're going in big next turn, like we're going for the big hit here. Nice. Okay, that's actually a problem. He's there to level up Twisted Fate.
I guess you can win them all.
So we have to think about this a lot.
Go time! Up top!
We're gonna go for this attack initially. We can potentially use the axes to prevent the. We have several plays here. So he does have warning shot. That's annoying, not gonna lie.
Time for the moneymakers.
By using this axe here, I set it up so that I hit with Draven, and he might be concerned about this, so he may resort to something here. Yeah, and I get to deny this.
All that glitters.
It's actually good that our Kato, you know, got answered there, because we actually get to preserve it, right? It doesn't trade to the spider.
The main event.
So we gotta now it's all about Lee Sin. Now it's all about Lee Sin, so we have to be very smart with this. I could Will of Ionia you, but that only delays him a little bit. That forces him. Okay, so next turn he's gonna have a total of 9 mana, right? So he can still play this in a bunch of stuff. So I don't think it's worth it. So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass here.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
We have the axes.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Yeah, good luck with that, kiddo.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
I'm gonna drop Lee Sin here.
I'm a people person.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
Hold it, partner. All or nothing.
Through the coral!
Okay, so this deals 3 damage, then it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, I think we can take this.
Choose the right time to strike. I will not hold back.
Looks like trouble.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Shadow Assassin. Can draw me a card. Let's go Shadow Assassin.
Order rewards its faithful.
I want to be. I have to threaten lethal from both angles. Still have my deny enabled. He has an elusive unit though.
Eyes open.
Eyes open. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
I'll see this through. I fight with the dragon's fury.
This is what we're gonna do.
My lands need center your spirit.
We're gonna remove away the elusive blocker from him, and we're gonna threaten lethal with the Shadow Assassin on the side. Even if he does stun us, we still threaten lethal with her, and we have the deny backup to protect it. This is our way to win here. He's got Bilgewater and Ionia, so unless it's something crazy like double warning shot is the only thing I can think of right now. Anything else we can't answer? That's lethal. Hey! Got him, baby! Got him!
Ionia endure.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that was a tight game, man. Twisted Fate was difficult. But we narrowed it down, man. Draven putting in the massive work. That play with the axe, like to avoid just... I'm very happy with how we managed to play around Twisted Fate's cards, right? Like we used the axes to navigate around the gold card, and Kato just really helping out. But Draven, actually, I would say Draven was the MVP that game. He got in a shitload of damage, thanks to Kato's support though. And Lee Sin pressure alongside Shadow. Man, that was so clean. I really like that game. I really like that game. That was a cool game. Alright, on to the next one. Oh boy. Timo Sejuani. If they run Frostbites, that is a little bit concerning. We're gonna do a full mulligan here, as we are looking for a bit of an earlier curve. We have double Draven's biggest fan, so at least we know we're gonna get Draven. Hello. Yeah, Draven is just so important. Even though this cannon's a little bit clunky because we also have like double Shadow Assassin, so we have it's a bit redundant is what this hand is.
It's Draven time.
It's Draven time.
Prepared for anything.
Yeah, I'm out of play.
Yeah, about play. All right, so
Armed and ready.
Mom Spaghetti.
That's gotta sting.
I'm gonna drop Draven's biggest fan.
Is he here yet? Oh man.
Just because I want to apply pressure here. Alright. So Teemo as a plunder enabler is really neat. I think instead of playing Draven though, I think I may just want to drop I'm gonna attack with like I'm not how much do I care about? I mean, he's enabling plunder, and the more mushrooms he gets on me. Normally I would play Draven here, but I think I can wait. I think I'm gonna go for the attack first. And then I'm gonna surprise him with a Shadow Assassin here. Because I don't want to reveal this just yet, because he has like a Mystic Shot. Like I wanted to develop something on the board, and then...
Took the bait.
Silent as death.
And now we have a blocker for Teemo, which is more important. We also got like double... I like retreat here a lot as well.
I got ways to find me.
Okay, so that's his play, Chump Wump. What we're gonna do... I like the idea of... Honestly, I like...
Raven, I love you.
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
This should deter him from attacking. We have a barrier on Draven. Yeah. So we halt his attack right there. And now what we can do is we can attack with you.
Need victims.
Keep these two chump blockers in the back. I think I like this attack.
Pay dirt.
Ooh, quite a collection.
Alright, so he's using that to block into that. Okay, I'm gonna go for the spinning axe. And I believe I'm gonna target the retreat. Yeah, because I already have one anyways. Everything else seems pretty important.
Time for the money makers.
Alright.
With quiet steps, the dragon approaches.
We're going for the retreat now.
It can't be.
The order rewards its faithful.
Imagination is not experience.
And instinct is no substitute for planning.
We're at 4. Okay, we got the might there. Very, very important.
Another day.
Yeah, I knew he had another Teemo. Like the way he blocked there, basically, was really telling of him having a Teemo. Only like, yeah, we have quite a few puff caps, and it's bound to happen. I'm gonna go for this. I can't always deny this. Is it important to deny here though? I think it is. Like what other spells can I be worried about here, right? Let's go for this. We stop him card drawing. We preserve these, and we basically make it close to impossible for him to attack
Never
it.
know what hit him. You cannot escape.
We're obviously blocking here. He may have a Brittle Steel or Elixir of Iron. He is running out of gas though.
Master.
This is very important to note.
Breathe in, breathe out.
I'm gonna go with this.
Hey, kiddo. Dig your get up.
You own what you take.
Axes coming right up.
We definitely want to attack with
You
this.
hoping they'll die of boredom?
We want to keep these other chump blockers here. I could attack with Draven anyways,
Let's do this.
but there's like no other card that I want to discard with this, so I'm just gonna attack with this. Get a little bit of health back.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
It's close to leveling up, which is definitely an issue. I'm clogging up my board as well, which is a bit of an issue.
I don't need the man. I want the monster.
It approaches.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Silent as death.
There. We have Will of Ionia.
Hot on the trail.
So we can start jump blocking here.
It's too late for you.
We definitely will want to jump block there and use you to weaken here.
Spring does not pity winter.
I want to get rid of a jump blocker. We're gonna drop you.
With your name on it.
Let's hope we don't draw a puff cap next turn, because then he levels up Sejuani and we're gonna be in trouble.
Raven.
They walked around. We see through all.
Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's good. Now we're in business, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're in business.
The dragon spirit awakens.
Alright, 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 alright. We need that to not be a frostbite of sorts.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking.
Conflict is all in the mind. I will not hold back. Ying Yue, you've been in my thoughts.
Oh, Lee, you always did think too much.
Woo!
Winter.
One time! Clutch, baby! Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating.
Good.
Yeah, Draven, all you, bro. Whew, wow. Man, that was getting really spooky, because those mushrooms with Sejuani, that's an archetype that I've tried in the past, and I'll bring it back and I'll showcase in the channel soon. That may be the next video, actually, because I really like that deck. I think that deck is really neat. Very underrated. Regardless, I felt a lot of pressure, man. I felt a lot of pressure, but Lee Sin with Might is super legit, dude. It's so legit as a finisher. It's great. I really like this deck, in case you can't tell. Alright, one more. Alright, this seems to be the deck that we showcased yesterday. Okay, I like seeing Draven's biggest fan here. Concussive Palm may be a little bit too early for it. Key Guardian is also, it's not bad, but I'm also gonna mulligan that away, I think. No, I'm gonna keep the Key Guardian, and I mean, I'm gonna drop Shadow Assassin, just because I already have a turn 3 play in Draven, so I want to spread out my options, basically. Hi, Fizz. Hi.
Time for the main event.
Two little kids going at it. Alright. What we're gonna do here is we could develop House Spider and try to attack with that. Like, what are the possible plays my opponent could go for? He could have drawn into a suit up here. Otherwise, a 2-mana play, like the Attune. I feel like I don't benefit from playing House Spider much.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go for the attack. That way we get to scout out. Alright, and now we're gonna develop, do we develop House Spider? I don't think we need to. I actually don't think we need to. I think we pass, and we float that mana. Alright, there's the Thunder.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
I don't think I need to deep meditation this. I think I can just play Draven here. For 3 mana, let me actually... You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just look at the deck because I have it on my mobile analytics. So, just make sure that I know like everything that to expect. Yeah, just some potential buffs here and there. He could have a pocket ace, so nah, I'm gonna play you.
Hey, kiddo. Dig your get up.
This is gonna be fun.
Pass. Go for good. Draven, I think we're going for an open attack.
Coming right up.
Alright, using the stun against me. Top 10 anime betrayals. I'm gonna go with Key Guardian onto Lee Sin first. And yeah, go let that through. I'm gonna play House Spider. Just develop a few blockers here. Draven is in full-on, you know, static shock mode for some reason. We have retreat, but we don't have any good bounces with it. That's a Key Guardian that he stole from me. And there's not much I can do there, so I'll just take the hit. Unfortunately, yeah. We could expect more pilfered goods, amongst other things. Twisted Fate as well, to go for a red card. Could be a possibility. That's the pilfered goods. Just taking my girl. I just hope he doesn't take all of my sources of overwhelm, so that I can take him down with this. I'm gonna go with deep meditation. We have might. Now we just need a deny. I'm worried about him having taken one of my denies. That's the thing. That's kind of like one of my prime concerns here. Because as I go for the kill, all right, there's a suit up. That is worrisome. Shadow Assassin would also be something pretty important here. Okay, good stuff. But we're gonna go for the... I think going... How bad is it to go for Lee Sin here? No, I want to develop Shadow Assassin, so I'm just gonna go for an open attack.
Boogie. Yeah, I'm out of play.
He's got a lot of cards here. We're gonna go for the hit. We have to, you know, worry about dying to Fizz. But I think I want to play Lee Sin next turn and then, you know, work a little bit harder to level him up.
I ain't afraid. No fear.
Alright. I could try to go for the Whirling Death
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
to level up Draven, but I don't like that. I'm just gonna go ahead. Develop Shadow Assassin, get some axes in there, and just work for the Lee Sin kill. We know like he could have a Will of Ionia, but my biggest concern is deny.
Silent as death.
That's my biggest concern.
Deal me in.
I think I may want to Will of Ionia this. Because right now I'm maxed out with cards, right? Like if by willowing of Ionia that, I do kind of slow him down here. I also just like the idea of retreat here. I'm gonna go for retreat. Just to work to level up Lee Sin. I can always Will of Ionia this later. plays Mystic Shot. He plays Mystic Shot in the deck. That is not something I was expecting. I did not see that coming. That's pretty relevant. Yeah, I'm gonna Will of Ionia.
Blue as the Serpentine.
Definitely did not expect the Mystic Shot because, you know, this deck plays with Allegiance, right? Need to watch out for Twisted Fate. Like, I need to keep the Will of Ionia enabled. I want to react to his... I mean, if I have a chance to reacting.
Meow, meow, meow.
The dark beckons.
I guess you can win them all.
That's a pretty interesting take on the deck. So he's foregoing the Allegiance, so it's a very different deck. Okay. The good thing is I'm going to be able to Draven.
Got an axe with your name on it.
I'm pretty sure you can't stop this. What will I discard though? Listen.
Now we're cooking.
I'm going with this just so that I attempt to level up Lee Sin, and I also threaten to level up Draven. Now I could just go. I want to go for the second axe. I think I do want to go for the second axe because threatening the level up with Draven gives him, like, I give him overwhelm, right? And I think that's super important. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop. What's the least important card here? I believe it's actually Retreat.
Time for the moneymakers. Thought I was already perfect. Excuse me.
Master.
We are in big trouble though. Definitely in big trouble. Okay, we know he doesn't have Deny, but we can't Lee Sin into Might this turn, which is definitely problematic.
Oh, it's Lee Sin! I've heard of you!
And I've heard of you.
I'm gonna play Lee Sin. Uh oh.
My selection speaks for itself.
Okay. So I have to give Lee Sin the spinning axe. Actually, we do have Might. Like, I miscalculated. Unless he got a Will of Ionia from me, I think we go for the kill here.
Strike firm.
Watch and learn.
We have to,
Time for the moneymakers.
Conflict is all in the mind. I fight with the dragon's fury. My lands need enter your spirit.
This is awesome!
right now we're throwing lethal. Really hope he doesn't get a Will of Ionia. I have two Will of Ionias, right? But that's like my biggest fear here. Right now, like I said, we are threatening lethal.
dragon waits.
We know Deny is not like, and we played one Will of Ionia this game, right? So unless he picked up a Will of Ionia when he stole something from me, like I don't think there's anything else he can do.
I will not hold back.
We go for the might. This is incredibly powerful, man. This is like super legit. This is a really, really strong combo. Again, Will of Ionia stops this if he stole it from me. I have two. I know I have two, but he could have drawn one. I have 16 cards left in my deck. I gotta hope. I can't think of any other play that stops this. I have Barrier, which means if he got like, no, I don't play Whirling Death anyways. It's just Raven, right? So like I do something. Just do something. If you have it, you have it. All right. He tried to kill it. Oh, got him, baby. Got him.
Ionia endures.
So it was great. It was actually smart that we pulled the biggest unit, because if we had pulled Fizz, he would have been able to Mystic Shot his own Fizz, or anything else. He would have been able to like Mystic Shot it away. But because we pulled the biggest unit, he actually could not do it. Oh, that's super clutch. God damn, that was alive. Holy crap. Oh, just almost the perfect rank. We missed by one. I'm 12. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's video. Yeah, I think this is a pretty nice live session. Try out Mighty Lee. I think this deck has tremendous potential. I think Lee Sin with Might is the shit, man. And yeah, I really think this deck is actually like very, very underrated. So try it out yourselves, and that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. And yeah, love ya. I'll see you tomorrow.